Brace yourselves, because Joe Rogan delivered such a devastating takedown of Sunny Hostin that the impact is likely to stick around for a long time. Critics have long argued that the hosts of The View rank among the least informed voices currently appearing on daytime TV.
You average out The View hosts among the dumbest people on television.
Sunny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a...
The reaction to Karoline Leavitt's recent legal move against The View has been massive. Behind closed doors, there is ongoing litigation, widespread public outrage, and mounting concern. The show may have assumed they could mock Karoline and walk away clean, but they picked the wrong target this time. As she fights back, she is not just putting The View under a spotlight, she is also pushing them toward issuing a public apology to halt her lawsuit. Joe Rogan stepped in next. He held nothing back either. You will soon understand why his brutal criticism of Sunny Hostin spread across the internet so rapidly. Don't forget to like and subscribe for years of insight and entertainment. Already subscribed? Perfect. Let's dive right in.
There is so much good news, so much winning out of the Trump White House right now that the mainstream legacy media can't keep up with.
I saw you on The View.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's been overwhelming my past couple days. So I just went in there, did my thing. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know who Sunny Hostin was. I actually still really don't know. So I wasn't expecting necessarily for her to kind of try to ambush me in that way and attack my character in that way.
Well, it is the show that people love to hate.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
They get so much hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things. I mean,
yeah.
it is a rabies infested hen.
So what set this entire disaster in motion? It began, as it often does, when The View singled out a young conservative voice that didn't fit their preferred narrative, and this time, that person was Karoline Leavitt. But Joy Behar and Sunny Hostin pushed things too far.
Really don't like this woman. She's a good communicator. And so Joy Behar just offered her analysis on why Levitt was picked.
Joy Behar smiled and suggested that Karoline only landed her position because Trump rated her appearance highly. Sunny Hostin, quick as ever to lean on identity politics, tried to frame Karoline as privileged, completely dismissing the fact that her achievements came through her own intelligence and hard work. Whoopi Goldberg sat beside them nodding, which, of course, is nothing out of the ordinary for her. But this is precisely where the hosts miscalculated. Karoline flipped the script entirely, seizing control of the conversation rather than playing by their rules, and flatly refused to tolerate their campaign of character attacks.
While I vow to provide the truth from this podium, we ask that all of you in this room hold yourselves to that same standard. We know for a fact there have been lies that have been pushed by many legacy media outlets in this country about this president, about his family, and we will not accept that. We will call you out when we feel that your reporting is wrong or there is misinformation about this White House.
Boom. She's got more.
I would like to point out to each and every one of you that in 2024, when Joe Biden was in the Oval Office, or upstairs in the residence sleeping, I'm not so sure, egg prices increased 65% in this country.
Bam!
Karoline didn't just push back. She pushed back with everything she had. She exposed the glaring contradiction in the hosts' positions by calling them out for championing feminism while tearing down any woman who holds a different view. She highlighted how the program lifts up liberal women while targeting conservative ones. Then she went even further and filed an $800 million defamation lawsuit against them. Yes, you read that number correctly. According to Karoline, the hosts are now pressing her to reach a settlement after their careless on-air remarks caused serious damage to her reputation. Reports indicate that ABC staff are scrambling to contain the fallout, having never anticipated that she would strike back with this level of intensity. And the finishing touch? Joe Rogan entered the picture, and Sunny Hostin didn't survive the encounter.
If you average out The View hosts among the dumbest people on television.
Sunny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not. I wanted to talk to you about, I wanted to play this, but we decided we shouldn't play it. We don't want anybody to have any sort of a way to get it down. The episode of you when you're on The View, when you were running for president.
Right.
Donald Trump is a billionaire, a real estate mogul, and a television star. But does he really want to add President of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to.
You got introduced as our friend Donald Trump.
Please let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. They all loved you.
How you doing? We're so happy to have you. Whenever you're on with us, we're very happy.
We love it.
They're talking about you as such a favorable light. The audience was cheering, and then you actually started winning in the polls, and then the machine started working towards you.
Joe Biden knows how to do this.
Trump. Yeah.
He tends to just...
Joe Rogan didn't simply criticize Sunny Hostin, he dismantled her. He labeled her the queen of performative outrage, arguing that she thrives on playing the victim and goes after anyone who dares to challenge her version of events. He mocked the show's self-styled claim to journalism with a line about the collective IQ of its hosts failing to reach triple digits. He then backed it all up with evidence, reminding viewers that the same program now portrays Trump as the greatest threat imaginable, despite having celebrated him openly when it was convenient for them. He went further, tearing apart the show's entire format, comparing it to a reality competition where whoever screams the loudest wins, and facts are treated as optional. The internet went into a frenzy. Hostin's public standing took serious damage almost instantly once Rogan pulled back the curtain on The View and effectively declared them finished. His commentary was merciless. In 5 minutes, he conducted more genuine fact-checking than the show has managed across 5 years. The View positions itself as a champion of women's empowerment while ridiculing any woman who thinks differently. Even senior executives at ABC are reportedly breaking into a cold sweat. This is no ordinary PR problem. It is a full-blown catastrophe.
There are also calls today for The View to go next when you've got hosts like Whoopi Goldberg spitting when she's speaking about Donald Trump. Look at this.
No, you can't refute anything with him because he just, when I say him, I mean...
He rambles.
Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just...
But can I mention one thing?
That's on the ABC, of course, but what a class act. I mean, speaking about Donald Trump, you can't make this stuff up. Should The View go next?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Sunny Hostin has faced challenges or she's been in trouble, let's say, by executives at ABC for some of these smears and lies that she spread. There needs to be some level of accountability with these talk show hosts. People tune in to left-wing networks. They expect to get a left-wing talking point. But what they shouldn't expect or what we shouldn't treat as normal is the fact that there is nothing but denigration and maligning of character.
The View is currently navigating one of the most suffocating stretches of pressure in its entire run. Behind the scenes, ABC executives are said to be holding serious internal conversations about overhauling the show's format and roster. At the same time, multiple sponsors are reportedly re-evaluating their involvement, anxious about potential consumer backlash and lasting harm to their brand image. Whoopi Goldberg's continued public silence has only deepened the tension, hinting that the situation behind closed doors may be far worse than what is visible from the outside. Meanwhile, Sunny Hostin is dealing with significant erosion of her public image, prompting speculation among insiders that her removal could be on the table as a move to salvage the show's credibility. However, many observers believe the damage has already gone too deep to be easily undone. On the other side of this, Karoline Leavitt has successfully repositioned public opinion firmly in her corner, laying bare the vulnerabilities in the show's messaging. As a result, The View now looks increasingly exposed, desperately working to patch its image and win back the confidence of both its audience and its advertising partners.
And the Democrats are in complete disarray because they have become a globalist party who like to spend taxpayer dollars on useless priorities just to cater to the left's demands.
Now the question lands with you. Did Joe Rogan cross a line with his roast, or was every word of it completely warranted? And does Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit represent a serious turning point? Many believe The View has finally been handed the wake-up call it has long needed. This controversy has peeled back deeper problems, pushing the show into a corner it is struggling to escape. With criticism intensifying and public scrutiny at a peak, it appears increasingly certain that significant changes are coming. Whether this moment ultimately leads to real accountability or simply deepens the divide remains uncertain, but one thing cannot be denied. The pressure bearing down on this show has reached a point where it can no longer be ignored.